Welcome to East Tennessee Pinball. Today I'm going to try to get this high speed up and running. So let me tell you about the backstory on this. I got this game and it had this MPU in it and it would not boot. You can kind of see why. I mean, there's just tons of battery corrosion all over it. The guy I got it from said it was working when he got it, and after some time it stopped working. So the batteries got to it. I've already started pulling some parts off this game. I put those two resistor packs on a earth shaker. So anyway, this board is beyond salvaging. It's just got too much corrosion. So I picked up this. So this is a System 11 Nothing board. And by the way, so the Williams Systems 11s, the Nothing had the most stuff of it. It's completely populated. Then they made the 11A, 11B, and 11C, and each one of those subsequent boards had less stuff on it. So I picked up an 11A, and it's got everything on it except for some of the stuff up here in the sound section. So 11B has a little bit less sound, 11C has even less. So all this stuff is missing, but the good news is I've got all those pieces and parts here from my original System 11 Nothing board. So my goal is to take all this stuff and populate it in here, and then this will be essentially a System 11 Nothing board. I'm also going to have to take these two ROMs chips out of here, or the 4 ROM chips, 2 for the sound and 2 for the MPU, and stick them up here. So before I do anything though, my first step is I'm going to take these 4 ROM chips, I'm going to put them in the new board, I'm going to put the new board up in the game and see if it boots. Because I bought this board here, supposed to be working. So I want to make sure that this board is working before I do anything else to it. So I'm going to pull the chips off, put them in here, and stick this in the game, and we'll see if it boots. All right, so I got the new board in the game with all the ROM chips in there, and so we'll boot it up. And it is indeed working. No sound, but of course I wasn't really expecting it because we were missing the whole header pin for our sound plug there, so wasn't expecting any sound. See if it'll take a credit. Here we go. And that triggered the lights on the top. I don't guess I've got a ball in here. Let me go grab a ball real quick. Okay, so it kicked the ball out. Oh, I must have an extra ball. There we go. Well, no sound, but I'm gonna just press some buttons here. Yeah, it's see if the kickers are working. Yeah. See if I can get a pop upper. Yep, pop upper is working. So it's playing. Okay, that's good enough. I'm confident this board is basically functioning. So I basically want to make sure the board's okay before I start monkeying with it. And so now I'm going to take it out here and I'm going to start monkeying with it. I'm going to take all that section for the old board and put it on here. So I'm going to take this out on the bench and we'll start desoldering and resoldering. All right, I'm back on the bench. I've got the old board out here. And the first thing I'm going to do is basically remove all the solder from the old board for the area that I'm going to repopulate. And to do this, I'm going to apply some fresh solder to all the places where I'm going to remove the solder. Ultimately, it'll make sucking the solder out of there just a little bit easier. Okay, I think that's all of them. It's working very well. I'm trying to use right now. That's why I'm using this. Yes. I think this will get a little left. No, yeah, I'm right. And maybe goes here. Let's see this. No. Yeah, actually, no. That was just here. Okay, so that's a bit. Yeah, right. I think maybe in that last segment I said that that was the old board. Anyway, that was the new board. This is definitely the old board. It's the fully populated one. So what I'm going to do is basically the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and just try to suck all the solder off of all the relevant spots. I've just got a magic marker and kind of outline the area that I've got to get all the solder off of it. And so without further ado, I'm going to just reflow all these, get some fresh solder on them, and that will make sucking it out a little bit easier. These ultimately won't come out as well as the other ones because they've got pins in the middle of them, so they're not going to come as clean as easily as with the empty sockets. Not sure if I got that one or not. Alrighty, so let's see how well I can suck these off. Those four, I'm not really concerned if I don't get those off. Those are, I got plenty of those, but we'll just see. Yeah, it came off pretty nicely. These take considerably more dwell now that there's that big pin in them. Gotta get it all heated up. For these headers, if I was just doing a whole bunch of headers, I'd crank the temperature up a little bit higher too. That thing is already wanting to come out. It's free. I'm gonna, for the most part, I'm gonna just try to leave all these parts in here for now. That way I don't have to worry about where they go. And then I'm gonna try to pull them out one at a time and stick them on the other board. So, and for most of this stuff, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem at all with them falling out. Although if I do, you know, I guess things could be worse than having them parts fall out. most of these pins are kind of bent over, so I don't think they're going to fall out. In fact, I should probably, when I heat them, I should probably bend them out a little bit, get them unstuck. These batch of 5 right here is the amplifier. I don't have one of these around, so I'm really hoping I don't destroy this one getting it out. I want to get this one out clean. I probably have most of those resistors and little caps on hand. This is actually coming out pretty well, better than I had hoped. See, when I heated up that one, the solder flowed back over to this other one, and I refused it, and it's soldered up again. I'm gonna have to put some more fresh solder on that one to get it freed up again. Yeah, that one's. All right, so I'm gonna flip this thing over. Only one thing fell out. I think I'll probably just get a new header pin. That one's kind of messed up. There we go. Put on fresh one. So I'll start with that because that'll be a nice, easy start. Get this thing in the full view so you can see what's going on here. Go back and redo this first one where I just kind of globbed it on, get it good and heated and flowed. All right, so now start taking those pieces off the other board one at a time. So this one's just about, you can't see. I'm gonna back y'all up a little bit. This one's about to fall out. Well, one side's about to fall out. That's R1. I'm gonna have to hold all these with my fingers because I don't have leads long enough to bend them over and keep them in place. Oof, that gets hot quick. All right, one arm's done. Well, there's two if you include the header pin. All right. Let's do this now. Let's do the next one here. Do R4. Spinning it a little bit wider. There we go. Same place. All right. Let's see what's next. Well, how about let's take this off, the heat sink off. May need to bend those on the, yeah. There we go. Okay. That is going to be fun to get in the other board. Wow, it popped right in. I'm impressed. I wonder if I may need to put that heat sink on and make sure I get the right height before I solder this up. Probably ought to put some fresh heatsink paste on there. I'm trying to put as little as I can and actually get it spread around. Doesn't take, that's way too much. It's okay. It'll just be spread. It'll smooch out. Guess I had plenty of trouble. That heatsink is slotted. Didn't have any concerns really. All right. All right. Heat sink, or the heat, yeah, the heat sink and the op amp is done. These caps, I think I'll probably just go ahead and stick some new caps on there. Let's see what this first one is. This first one is a 35 one. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyway, it's right there. It's a 35 volt 100. I believe I've got what do I have here? Oop, that's the wrong one. There we go. These things are always smaller than new ones. 100 UF, 35 volts. So we'll stick that in. The long light's positive. Solder that dude on. Find my side cutters. Okay, there we go. All right, so what's next? We'll take this one out here, R2. So we got the board back in the game. I'm booted up. I got all kinds of background noise here, which is not good. It is booted up. It's running. Let's start a game here. So I've got sounds. See if I've got the cops, the call outs. Yeah. So what I don't have is any music. So yeah, I should be playing music and doing songs, but I don't have any of that. So I think my board's working, my soundboard. The soundboard up here is responsible for the music, and it doesn't appear to be working, so I'll have to check that out. But I'll deal with that in another video. So anyway, the good news is I got my MPU running. I've got everything on it is working, I believe. I don't believe the problem I'm having with the music is from the MPU. I think it's probably the soundboard. Like I said, this game came in not working, so I don't really know the status of any of this stuff, really. So I'm going to take a look at this board. I'll do that in another video, or I might just buy another replacement. They're cheap enough. Anyway, I'll probably take a stab at it before I throw $100 in a new board. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like the videos, click like and subscribe, please. Thanks.